Good afternoon. We're in California again, in Napa. And this is, as you know, one of my favorite labels here, Relic. It's their archive series, which we've discussed before. We've had the Grenache, the Petit Syrah, and this is a Pinot, 2018 Pinot from Relic, the archive. As we discussed, the archive series is something that's been made to be enjoyed much sooner. It doesn't have to age as much. They pick the barrels on purpose. Slightly different assemblage sometimes. So this is a lot of the wine that goes in their Kashaya Pinot Noir, which is from Fort Ross. We had it 2017 together. And some other vineyards also northern, in the sort of northern Sonoma, Sebastopol area. So some of the same character. 2018 was a great year for Napa. And so we're going to be looking forward to enjoying this. I had some yesterday, and this is my second day. We'll talk a little bit about whether that's changed in between. On the color, it's very light. It's funny, the color yesterday reminded me a lot of a Barbaresco. That's really very sort of transparent color, although it's got a little bit more purple in it, just a little bit more, and a little bit less red. But again, it's very light. I like that. I just enjoy seeing the transparency of the wine. On the nose, you're starting to develop some of the sort of typical West Coast, I call the West Coast Pinot, sort of orange peel, maybe raspberry, and those kinds of fruit, a little bit on the astringent part. Yesterday, there was a lot of flower. It was more of a flowery nose, rose petals, flowers. And it was just incredible because it's so different. And that's kind of maybe one of those things where at this really young age, it's very enjoyable to just pop and pour. Don't air it too much. Don't wait too long, because then you'd have, it's all good, but you can have a different profile of flavor and a bouquet. And if you want to enjoy the unusual flower-based notes, then you should really drink it right away. The next day, you're going to have more of a typical Pinot, New World Pinot. Very good, but different. In the mouth, it's definitely fuller than it was yesterday. It's got a nice finish, but it's very light on the, this is not this is a high alcohol wine. I think it's about 14 plus percent. So it's not light that way, but it's light in terms of the fruitiness and you don't feel really the heat. You don't feel any heat on the tongue or afterwards. The finish is very nice. I'm still feeling it. And it's, it tapers down, it calms down on the finish. It's a bit more alcohol, sort of tartness, finer tannins. The fruit sort of dissipates, but it's very nice that way. So it's really kind of an interesting combination of fruit and flowers, for lack of a better word, and very enjoyable as is, with or without fruit. This bottle went pretty quickly with the rest of the family. So this is kind of how I gauge that it's sort of a good family wine, if you want. You don't have to worry about overthinking it or whether people are going to like it or not. And on that note, enjoy and see you soon.